Do I want to make this video? Yes. Do I expect possible backlash from it? Yes. Do I expect her to respond? Yes, because she chooses to respond to anything about her. So let's go back to October 23rd, to when I made this post on X. As you may not know, my channel was terminated, wrongfully and for double standards. And ever since then, I've been trying to get it back. After this post, I left it as is for the next few days. After a few days pass, I open X, and notice a fair amount of notifications on my account. When I clicked to view them, it turned out that Happy responded, "View the tweet." Let me say this. My goal was not to call you out on stuff that happened almost a year ago, because that is irrelevant. My goal was to justify why these videos should have never been taken down in the first place, as diss tracks and other type of criticism do exist on YouTube. I don't like you, I'm not old enough to watch your content, I don't like you as a human being, I don't like you for your petty personality, and I don't like the way you manipulate your fans. And because you're so full of yourself and like to think any mention of your name is criticism or quote-unquote harassment, you like to respond with any post by contradicting your own statements. And what does that do? The most undeserved and unjustifiable backlash towards your original creator. So while I'm not old enough to watch you or look you up, I am old enough to criticize you and call you a hypocrite. Let's peel this back layer by layer. Last year, near September, I uploaded a video criticizing people for the 16 plus animation trend. At the time, I myself was 16, and HappyLikeaWall still would put 16 plus in their titles. Obviously, I called her out for it. I'm not going to get too deep into this because this was in the past, but I will sprinkle a few things here and there. But just know that this whole fiasco between me and her started when me and a few others called her out for pretty much drawing porn for minors. She has always taken this criticism and twisted it into harassment. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's a bit hypocritical of you to say, don't you think? Because we have this absolute bombshell of a video made by Supersmashsw. The link will be in the description. In it, he states how he had been getting a fair amount of views originating from Discord. On an alt, he investigated Happy's Discord and found out that she had taken the link to his video along with mine when I still had my channel, and she both dropped them into her chat. Because of that, we both received real harassment because you're too scared to take matters into your own hands. This is what I don't like about you, and what others might not like about you too. Every time you're in a tight situation involving you, you always resort to using your audience. So by manipulating them, you make yourself a hypocrite by getting your fans, aka simps, to harass others to call you out. How pathetic are you, Happy? Now, in the present, I'm 17. I'm obviously still in high school, and I obviously have things in my life to worry about than having to deal with this hyena complaining every other day. 17. What do I do? Go to school, go to the gym, and attend to my hobbies, like playing guitar or ukulele. 25. What do you do? Complain, harass, cry, steal oxygen from others? When I called you out for using 18 plus links in videos that were so-called 16 plus, I learned that you did OF. Nice. So while I make a better me, you make a worse you by obliterating your ethics. Let me get this out of the way. 16 plus is still a minor. Also, what did you have to say for yourself when you stated that the age of consent was 16, but you followed the universal age of consent, which is 18? Nothing. You didn't say anything, and we made you change your mind because we made you realize how disgusting of a person you are. Now that that's out of the way, let's talk about your post. The only time I'll look you up for this. 5'2". I'm taller, bitch. You state that you might have hypothyroidism. Well, shucks. Looks like you should take care of that instead of looking for drama on the internet, let alone trying to argue with someone 8 years younger than you just to lose. But this brings me to my main point. In the post, you mentioned your mental health. Let me rip this to shreds. So you're mentally not well. You have some frets with your mental health. Wouldn't it be a better idea to take a break from the internet instead of looking for people who mention your name once and don't even want to talk with you? Like, hot damn, the world is not going to burn if you're not on the internet for one day. But speaking about your mental health, why the hell are you trying to cause drama? If you're not mentally well, why the fuck are you trying to cause drama with people on the internet? If you were really not mentally well, then you wouldn't have took the time out of your day to respond to me. It's like someone mentions your name once, and that rain cloud above your head magically disappears so you can talk smack. It's a cute and simp, or wait to gain simp, a thief from your audience. My point is that you wouldn't be talking this much shit if you were really mentally ill, which makes it look like you're trying to get your audience to warm up to you so they forget how much of a degenerate you are for their sympathy. Let's go back to X. So you mentioned me in your post, and then you blocked me. Pussy move. So I get on an alt and call you out on there. You block me again. Which brings me back to my previous statement. Why the hell are you trying to cause drama if your mental health can't handle it? It sucks having to argue with someone who doesn't have mental health issues like you do, doesn't it? You genuinely piss people off. And I'm not saying that because you can rage bait. No, you just genuinely piss people off because of how much of a hypocrite and wimp you are. I've heard that you got doxxed. Now, I will agree that it's messed up for that to happen. But really ask this. How did you get into that situation? Because you're a hypocrite? Because you're a pussy? Or is it because nobody on the goddamn internet truly likes you? I don't have to worry about your simps if they come after me. If you share this on Discord, then this just proves my point. Your simps are as weak as glass. They automatically lose just by supporting you because without a doubt, they goo into your content like the freaks they are. So if you want to argue with me, simps, then I'll just bring that up because that completely negates all of your insults and harassment. I'm busy doing my hobbies while you're all busy spanking your monkeys and flicking your beans to Happy. So this is what I want. I want you to stop being such a defenseless excuse of a person, Happy. I want you to admit that you're a piece of shit and a hypocrite, and I want you to stop thinking you're all that. I don't want to talk with your lame ass if the best thing you can bring to the table is a bit of sympathy and so-called mental health. I'm not letting you go unscathed.